Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr that has a pretty big update DLC coming tomorrow. Now if you don't know about Inquisitor, this game probably doesn't get enough attention than it deserves. This is a point-and-click action RPG built in the 40K universe. It's a Diablo-like. Its recent reviews have a very positive on Steam. I've played a couple seasons of this game, and me and the community always had a really good time. And I just want to start right at the beginning of the video and say this is not sponsored content. I'm not making this video because I'm getting paid. I'm making it because I feel like you might be bored and looking for something to do while you wait for Path of Exile 2, and maybe Inquisitor Martyr is going to be the right game for you. Now, to just quickly explain a little bit about this game and kind of what has been going on, they have a new DLC, the Hierophant. The new class is coming tomorrow, which is a spellcasting minion-based class, which, of course, when you bring up minions, that gets me excited. And this game is kind of moved away from the seasonal model. I believe there were 8 full seasons for Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr. Now when you create a character and log in, you log into their season's journey, where you get to pick which season you liked the best, and you could play your character that way. Now when you jump over to the actual DLC page for the Hierophant, this is dropping tomorrow. I will link it in the description and you could check it out. What we're going to do is there's a brand new developer interview that was dropped that's about 5.5 minutes long that I have not watched, talking about this new DLC and this new class. So I thought that we could watch it together. Again, this DLC drops tomorrow, November 12th. Let's start the interview.
Well, the main inspiration to include this class was that we have always wanted a spellcaster with a more complex minion system. So the Hierophant was kind of the perfect choice for us. A second reason was more simple. It's basically that we can only have so many Inquisitors within the game. And the Hierophant was kind of the last remaining choice. So I guess we have saved the best for last. With an action RPG, it's hard not to look at the classics of the genre. And personally, I can't help myself to include my own favorite games when it comes to designing the class. To be honest, I can't really name one specific thing that inspired it all. For example, the aura system is reminiscent of Diablo 2. The altar on the common bridge was inspired by an item in Chaos Bane. So it's kind of all over the place. Well, the Hierophant is by far the most different class among all the Inquisitors, because he has access to a retinue, which consists of 4 acolytes. And you have to gear them up. They have their own skill tree, perk slot. So to offset this, we of course added a bunch of supportive spells. You can heal them, command them. You can even blow them up if you want to for your own benefit. The Hierophant definitely has a learning curve, since you basically control 5 classes instead of 1. But if you have previous knowledge of Martyr, it shouldn't be too hard to master. And part of the design process was that we made sure that if you're not the micromanaging type, you don't have to use the orders interface, for example. But of course, if you want to squeeze out every extra benefit from the class, you should utilize every extra feature.
Let's just pause there for a moment. As a summoner, I mean, like a summoner class that has minions, you are going to control, what did he say, 4 or 5 different minions that you get to gear and have their own skills. Okay, I'm getting more excited for tomorrow now.
The retinue AI was definitely one of them. First off, we had to go through every single enchantment within the game, and there are over 1,000 enchantments in Martyr. Then we have to go through every skill in the game to balance them for retinue members. And then, of course, we had to rewrite the entire game logic so retinue members follow and obey your orders. Secondly, it was definitely the equipment, because the Hierophant uses a variety of robes and other equipment, and that requires the use of multi-layered textures. And it was very hard to put all that together, but I think that the guys did a great job. But if you would see the table that explains what goes where, it's quite mind-boggling.
Favorite new new ability.
Definitely the Curios, the new belt gear that he can use. I have always wanted an aura system within the game, and the banners of the Battle Sister were kind of a forerunner of this whole thing. But this time we truly went back to the roots and included a full-blown aura system, and I think that players will have a great build customization with this thing. You don't have to summon your retinue members, you unlock them by simply playing the game and leveling up. And they will tag along with you for every mission, if you want to, of course, because you can choose to have only 1 or 2 of them, and there are special perks that empower them in that case, for example. Definitely, as is tradition, we have added 2 extra character slots to the DLC, so be sure to use them. Yeah, there will be 12 heroic deeds and 9 new achievements added to the DLC. Well, he definitely doesn't sound too fun-loving, isn't he? And if you ask me, he's giving away some serious Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino vibes. But I guess that's what you need from a grizzled Inquisitor like he is. For me, it was the retinue management interface and their own skill trees. It's a classic case of I love it when a plan comes together. Because at the beginning, I had no idea if...
Dude, this class looks sick. Assassin, Crusader, Psyker, Battle Sister.
Giving retinue members their own skill trees, perk slots, and equipment would synergize well. But thankfully it did, and I got some great help along the way from the team, and in the end it turned out to be great. Well, I think that we have made a class that does a very interesting twist on existing Martyr gameplay, and it has a lot of depth. So I really hope that you guys will enjoy it. And I must say that I'm super proud of the team. It was quite smooth sailing all along, to be honest. Everyone had great ideas, and it was a really fun development process. Yeah, we are.
Obviously, you caught that at the end. Are you working on a new title? Yes, we are. What's the name of it? And then it cuts out. Ooh, something else coming from Neocore Games. All right, Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr. This is a game that when it launched did not have a lot of buzz. Honestly, a lot of people didn't like it. It took them a while to get going, and then we got the Prophecy kind of expansion that really made the game more mainstream. It really upped its level for players. That's where I really started playing it, and now we have another new DLC dropping tomorrow that, as long as the subathon is still going, today is day 53, we will be playing tomorrow on Twitch. So let me know your thoughts on Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr. Is this a game you could see yourself coming back to? Is this a game that can hold you over as you wait for Path of Exile 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I've earned it. Best way to support is Patreon, and make sure you get into the Discord. Over 4,200 members, non-toxic action RPG enthusiasts, and we do a game giveaway every 2 weeks, and we have a ton of community events. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.